understand your independency, and with that is building your own independent wealth and finance, kind of understanding that subject. I don't think there's any right way of navigating your 20s. I think there's a couple of things that you should think about in your 20s. And one thing that I would start looking at is, if you can, getting real with it, in the sense that, okay, and I wish I knew this when I was younger, was I think financial planning is really important for anyone in their 20s. And I think if you are in your early 20s and you're sort of thinking about long-term success, I think if you understand the basic forms of budgeting, saving, and looking at investing, I think that could and obviously invest responsibly and be prepared to lose any of the money that you would do. But during the pandemic, I spent so long researching the idea of what that would be and how that would look like, because I think money, having debt, student loans, and all the rest of it is really daunting. But I think that the more you get familiar with money and the more that you really try and understand it from the psychological sense, like there's a great book called The Psychology of Money.
Yeah.
And I love that book, and it's such a key book, and I recommend anyone to read that. Like, the younger you are, the more benefit you'll have.
I'm going to push back on it a bit, because I feel when I was like in my early 20s, I put a lot of pressure on money, and I feel because that was the currency of success. If you got money, you're successful. And I would say, yes, money is important, is very important actually, but I'd feel that you should prioritize the knowledge over the money. Because if you're going to spend all of your capacity, like energy, on saving as much as possible and not trying any other things, then it can be, I think, more, it can be worse than good. For
sure. No, I don't mean it like that. I just mean like getting comfortable with understanding it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like obviously not having takeaways every other day.
Yeah. Like, you know, I think go and have experiences. Like, obviously that's all going to cost money, and go, you know, do those classes that you feel are really important to you.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like, you know, but it's more just, I think the quicker you are, I remember someone said to me, the quicker that you are to understand about money, how the system works, I think the more confident you become in decisions that you make. You know, like I was really insecure about money, and I still am to some extent, like, and I'm still finding my way in making it. But I think the sooner that you kind of understand your independency, and with that is building your own independent wealth and finance, kind of understanding that subject, like, I think there's always time to learn about it. And I think the sooner that you learn about that, or, you know, the better, because you're not taught about, if you're self-employed, you're not taught about how to do a tax return. You're not, you know, we don't learn about how to create a budget. You know, a lot of people, I imagine, don't have budget plans or allocate money for, you know, for example, I know friends of mine that probably spend maybe £200 a week, maybe £150 a week on night outs here in London. But
that's pretty much one round nowadays.
And like, maybe it's about kind of going, okay, yeah, maybe I can do that every couple of months. Or
you
know, and instead of that 150 quid, I can put that into something else, because that will allow me to have money, a little bit of money for the future.
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
Understanding your priorities. Not that it should take you away from experiences, because I think you should definitely throw yourself into that, and by all means put yourself out there. But I think the quicker you are to mature about the subject of money, I think you'll see the benefit of it a lot quicker than you realise.
Yeah.